Rescued baby monkey hungrily accepts her first bottle of milk. In the wild, most animals that become mothers are very careful with their babies and protect them no matter what. But in some cases, when they feel in danger or when humans intervene, incidents like the next one can happen. It happened one summer day in Thailand. A rescue group famous for their significant efforts in saving wild animals, the Wildlife Friends Foundation Thailand, WFFT, got a call about an abandoned baby long-tailed macaque. They immediately went to rescue him. That's how this baby got his first bottle of milk, a name, and a safe house. This little baby macaque was only 8 weeks old. He was all alone, left to fend for himself. His mother was nowhere to be found. But unfortunately, she had a good reason to leave him behind, and it's gut-wrenching. Before the baby macaque was found, a desexing program to control the macaque population had recently been conducted, with the aim of helping alleviate human-macaque conflict in the area, explained WFFT. The mother was probably frightened and left him behind. The team found the baby macaque and took him to the center. He was named Fubai, and he immediately got his first bottle of milk. You won't believe what he did after that. This little guy was finally in good hands. In Thailand, long-tailed macaques are considered a pest because they interfere with human activities. However, the WFFT saved this baby and gave him a home to live in and to survive. This is what they said about him. We received a call about a very young infant long-tailed macaque that has been found after being abandoned by his mother, explained WFFT. If they didn't get there, tiny Fubai would have starved to death or would have been killed by humans. These type of monkeys don't have a good life. They're usually bred in facilities to be exported as test subjects in labs. Some are used in the pet trade, and the ones that get to live in the wild are threatened by the loss of their habitat. Increasingly, competition between macaques and humans due to the increase in need of land for agriculture and other human activities is the foremost reason that macaques are persecuted as pests, explained WFFT. But this little guy was now safe. Fubai was taken to the center, and he received his first bottle of milk. The rescuers only gave him one little bottle, enough to get him in stable condition. But he started staring at his new mommies, and then he did this. He was asking for more milk. He was dehydrated, and he immediately drank his first bottle. Then he started sucking on the caretaker's hands, asking for more. A little more time went by, and he would receive another bottle, and then another one. WFFT wrote that during the desexing programs, the males were desexed, and then all the macaques were released back to the wild. This can be a stressful time for the macaques. It seems that this little guy was left behind by his mother. But Fubai, even though he was left without a mother by his side, is now safe. The tiny macaque will have no worries for the rest of his life. He'll get a huge home, which he'll share with other orphans like him. Fubai is not the only orphan macaque or rescued animal by the WFFT. The team takes care of them all, and they're supervised 24/7, and he's not going to be alone. There's another baby long-tailed macaque, wrote the group. Luckily, we have another infant long-tailed macaque, Macoud, who can keep this little guy company, wrote WFFT. Both will have to grow strong and big to get released in a special enclosure and play. Until then, they'll just have to drink their milk. The other young macaques have their own enclosures where they play, added WFFT. They require round-the-clock care from our team, but these guys are big enough to interact and learn how to behave around others like them. Here they are on their daily play sessions, during in which they learn to climb, play fight, and love to run around chasing one another, wrote WFFT on their website. Fubai will have many friends. They'll all be living in the same enclosure. Macoud, Nalau, Miz, Kik, and Iwa were all rescued from terrible situations. Thanks to WFFT, they all now get happy lives, far away from people who want to harm them. The last update on Fubai's story was a few months later, when he grew big and ready to interact with the other young monkeys. As they were ready to meet others of their own species, they were slowly grouped together, wrote WFFT. We now have a small troop of 6 little macaques that are happily living together, continued the update, showing the happy monkeys hanging out together. Then they also posted new photos of the macaque enclosure, furbished, and it looks amazing. The rescue group explained that Grouping infant macaques together allows them to again learn how to be monkeys and that they need social interaction to develop in the future. It took months of close supervision from the vets and the staff to make sure the baby macaques grow strong and healthy. They're now old enough to be introduced with the resident macaque troops. We wish little Fubai and his friends all the happiness in the world. Please share this with your friends and family.